What is going on, guys? So I have not done a car vlog in quite some time, so therefore I'm going to go ahead and do a car vlog. So I want to talk about Top Fitness and how I came up with the name. So when I originally started the company, I had the company named Mark's Hybrid Supplements, or MHS. And this is because I kind of started the company based off of someone that I inspired to be, or someone that I looked up to. And that was Nick Bear, who owns the supplement company Bear Performance Nutrition. So I loved Nick, and I knew that he had his name in his supplement company, so I figured, oh, why not do that myself? But honestly, it was very egotistic of me, and I just wanted people to look up to me. So I quickly realized that I probably shouldn't have done that. I was meeting with a marketing guy, and he said that it was really hard for people to align themselves with somebody else's name. And yeah, I had a couple followers and people that were on board and going to support me and stuff. And that was awesome. We were doing great things, but ultimately it came back to people were not going to align themselves with someone else's name. So therefore, we came up with the company name Top Fitness. So yes, the company was named Mark's Hybrid Supplements, but when I was collecting ambassadors and bringing people onto the team, the number one thing that people fell in love with was our slogan, which was "Be the 1%." People resonated with that. They said, "I'm the 1%. I have that mindset. I want to be this." So therefore, I decided to make the brand the 1% Fitness, or Top Fitness. So where did I originally come up with Be the 1%? So I was training with my marathon in 2022, and 1% of people have ever completed a marathon. So I kept telling myself, Austin, you want to become the 1%. You want people to look at you and know that, man, that guy is a hard worker, that guy is dedicated, that guy ran a freaking marathon. So therefore, I look at a lot of the athletes and people, and I tell them that you want to do something so great that literally 1% of people have ever done it or can't do it. Sorry guys, with the car vlog, I don't have a stand, and therefore the camera's kind of going all over the place. Do apologize. But anyway, that's where I came up with the slogan, Be the 1%. So, going off of this, I came up with the new name, and I kind of went with it. And for a while, I was just like, man, I'm not really vibing with it. I mean, because I had a personal connection with Mark's Hybrid Supplements, because, I mean, it was my name. So why would I not align with it more than anybody else? But a lot of other people loved Top Fitness. They said, this resonates with me. This is exactly who I am. And therefore, this was the biggest selling point for the brand, just getting people to join. So therefore, I kind of dug into what I wanted Top Fitness to represent a little bit more. And once again, I had to figure out what the people of Top Fitness wanted. I wanted them to be a part of something bigger than themselves. I didn't want them to be a part of me, or MHS, or Mark's Hybrid Supplements. So therefore, I still am the owner of the brand. I can still form the direction of the brand and where I want to take it. And I'm a Christian myself, and when I had MHS, I told myself that I wanted to be a business owner, but I didn't want to be a Christian business owner, if that makes sense. But as I continued to pray and just work on the business, I realized that my calling is to bring a group of people together that all want to advance His kingdom. People that are into fitness and people that have faith. So this goes back to like our core values, which includes faith, integrity, service, and humility. So I feel like these here are the main people that we want in our business. They are very biblical principles, and this is the type of people that I look for in the business. So therefore, I came up with the mission, which was to advance His kingdom, spread the word of God, let people know who Jesus is. not necessarily by shoving it down their throats, but just letting them know how much Jesus has blessed us and how he can bless them as well. And honestly, that's exactly what we're doing. We have a great community that all support one another, that are all kind of working together to, once again, advance his kingdom. So the logo is the shield and then the cross in the middle. I really don't know why I came up with that. I'm sure there's a biblical meaning behind it that I can get behind, but I do got to do some more research with that. I know we're the full armor of God, and the sword is basically your blade when it comes to the biblical principles. So that's kind of where I came up with that, and I thought about putting swords in it, but then I didn't. So it's just the shield and the cross. However, we need to not only play defense in today's world with Christianity, we need to also play offense. And this goes back to our mission and just spreading the word, letting people know how much Jesus loves them. And I can honestly say the more that I put Jesus at the forefront and I stop being an egotistic butthead and I start doing it more for his kingdom, I see the brand growing more and more. And I don't make a lot of money, I will admit, and I do help a lot of people out. But like I said, that are one of our main values is integrity. So there have been people that burned me before, but I've owed them money, but I still paid because they earned it. Maybe they weren't with the brand anymore and they were going to leave, but they said, hey, can I get my commission? I paid them. Because I don't want to be that brand or that Christian that owes people something, like a debt, but then say, sorry, I can't pay you. I didn't want that reputation. But I'm sorry I'm rambling a lot. I haven't done one of these car vlogs in quite some time. This is kind of the main reason why I went with Top Fitness, as I was saying, and what I'm trying to do to really shape the brand. So if you guys have any ideas or anything like that, please let me know. Like I said, I haven't really done one of these in a while, and I didn't really script anything out. I'm just kind of talking off the top of my head, but I just wanted to let you guys know exactly what the brand is doing, where it has been, where we are now, and where we're going. So what do I have planned for Top Fitness in the future? Honestly, I don't really know. I want to go ahead and just continue advancing his kingdom, building the community, expand the products, and then I would like to do some athlete get-togethers or meetups. A few of the athletes have actually realized they live pretty close to each other, and they've gone to the gym together, they've gone to church together, and that is just so awesome and so powerful. Something else I'd love to do with the business is to continue to donate to different missionaries or just different organizations. So we had one college kid who was saving up money to go on a missions trip. I'm not going to say where, I can't do that or anything, but basically he needed money for it. So a lot of the athletes all came together, we all raised a bunch of money, and basically helped with his missionary trip, which is just awesome. Yeah, that was just great. Another thing that we did once was we had an athlete who couldn't pay rent the 1 month, but all the athletes got together and we paid this dude's rent, which is just amazing. We have a great community. I'm super proud. I'm super thankful. And honestly, that's exactly what I want to do, is just keep building the brand the way it is. Do I have like a goal in mind for how much I want to make? Not really. I mean, my goal would be to make enough to sustain my life without having to work at the hospital full time. I met with this marketing guy a couple years ago, as I was saying, and one of the questions he asked me was, Austin, what's your plan with Top Fitness? What do you want to do? And I think he was expecting me to say, dude, I want to make $1 million a year personally on top of all the revenue for the brand. But that's not what I said. I said I would love to bring people to Jesus and do this full time. And that kind of took him for a shock. He was just like, oh, okay. And the dude has helped me out a lot, tremendously. But we no longer work together, and that's okay. I believe that people come into your life for different seasons, different reasons, and then they leave for their own reasons or whatever. God will put people where you need them to be. And He has a plan for you. He cares about you. He loves you. And I'm just so thankful for everything that He is doing with Top Fitness, everything He's doing in my life. I mean, I have a baby boy that's going to be coming any day now. Super excited, super thankful for that. And then my daughter will be 2 in May. I have a beautiful wife, a lovely wife. And like I said, God has just blessed me time and time again. And I just want to share that with the world and just share His love. Anyway, I hope you guys have an awesome time. If you watched this far, thank you. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while, but I do want to start doing more car vlogs and just different vlogs of just talking to the camera, almost like a podcast type thing, because this is what's going to get me more comfortable with just thinking off the top of my head. And I was listening to a book, it's called Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, and he says you should probably do 50 to 100 of these until you get good. I know way too many people that say, I don't want to start posting because my videos are going to be bad, I don't have a good camera, I don't have this. Trust me, you're going to stink at first. I still stink. I mean, I have well over 100 videos on my page, and some of them are great, some of them are just like this. Not very good. But anyway, it just gets you used to talking to the camera and used to doing like a little podcasting like this, because a lot of people, including myself, absolutely stink in the beginning. So my biggest advice to you is to just start. Just start posting, start talking to the camera, start editing, playing around with social media, different editing apps, because all of that is a skill. You will get better, you will learn more, and you're just going to get better in time. I honestly have no idea what time I'm at. I have no idea how people will stay on a podcast for 40 minutes. That's absolutely insane. But like I said, I want to do more of these. My commute's about 30 minutes. I do talk super fast, so I do apologize. Keep doing what you're doing and be the 1%.